Are you going to give power to negative thoughts and let them take control and destroy your life? Many people I know seem happy, but every word they speak is full of negativity. When I ask them why they say such things, they often respond that they did not mean it and not even recognize how negative it was until I point it out. In this video, I will share when you recognize that you have negative thoughts, what negative thoughts can cause you if you give them power, how to manage negative thoughts so you can enjoy your days and finally feel peaceful in your mind. Imagine you plan a night out with 3 of your friends at the weekend for dinner and a good chat, but an unexpected thing happened with one friend and she can't attend. You start to wonder, is she trying to avoid me? Did I do something wrong? And you end up thinking about it all evening. Now let's imagine other situation. Imagine you go out on a date with the man you like. You both have a great night, enjoyed conversation, and everything seems to be going in the right direction. But when you get home, you start to think, if I don't connect with this man, will I stay single forever? If he doesn't respond my text after 30 minutes, I will never talk to him again. In these two situations, it is exactly when you experience negative thoughts. Negative thoughts exist in different forms, and I will mention 2 forms that we often face. The first form is the one from the first example, where you focus solely on a small problem, which is the friend that could not attend while ignoring how an amazing night you had with the other 2 friends. This form is known as mental filtering. In essence, mental filtering is the form that focuses solely on a negative aspect of a situation while ignoring the positive. The second form is from the second example I mentioned above. Instead of building a stronger connection with the man you like by encouraging the natural process of relationship, you imagine the worst possible outcomes in your mind. By thinking of these worst-case scenarios, you might push that man away because, let's be honest, no one wants to continue a relationship with someone who only focuses on negative things, which is very unattractive. This form is called catastrophizing. Catastrophizing is common thought pattern where you assume the worst possible scenarios could happen. Now that you know how to recognize when you have negative thoughts, you should not ignore them, because negative thoughts in any form can cause anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and other mental health problems. Negative thoughts will drive you crazy. They will deeply affect your life, causing you to lose friends and people around you, and making it hard to build any relationship. Imagine a person who always had negative thoughts, we wouldn't even want to get close to them. The goal here is to find a way to manage those negative thoughts when they come to us. So how do you do that? I still experience negative thoughts sometimes, but now I am aware of them. Recognizing negative thoughts is crucial. Recently, I found a small technique that works well for me, and I will share it now with you. First, you need to identify triggers. For example, I sometimes experience negative thoughts when I'm on public transportation, especially during rush hour because it's very crowded and hot. I don't even have a place to stand. Or when I'm alone and tired, that's when my mind wanders and negative thoughts appear and drive me crazy just like that. You should notice what situation or events tend to bring on the negative thoughts. I asked some friends and some of them told me they often have negative thoughts at the office or in crowded places. Everyone has different triggers, so it's important to know yours. Once you know what environments or events tend to bring you negative thoughts, you can prepare for them if they happen. And preparation often brings fewer surprises. Second, challenge your thoughts. Here, I challenged my negative thought by asking myself, is this thought true? What evidence do I have for or against it? Most of the time, I did not find any evidence, and then my thought wasn't true, and I knew it was just a negative thought, not reality. Once you acknowledge it, the thought will slowly go away. If I experience negative thoughts while I'm with someone who is close to me enough, I ask them if they think the same way I do. Sometimes an outside perspective can help you see your thoughts more clearly. I hope you find an idea to manage your negative thoughts. If you already found ways to manage your negative thoughts, share them with me in the comment section below. As I know, this is not only an important aspect of personal growth, but also silently rules our attractiveness. Our goal here is not overcome negative thoughts immediately. I don't agree with advice that suggests, oh, don't be negative, replace it with positive thoughts, don't think like that, etc. We are human beings, not robots. We can't switch our emotional in a heartbeat. Allow your emotional system to do its job. Sometimes you feel happy, sometimes you feel sad, sometimes you feel positive, sometimes you feel negative. It's normal. Actually, it's good that you feel something. It means your emotional system is working very well. The goal here is to aware when your negative thoughts arise and manage them effectively. Now you know exactly when you experience negative thoughts and how to identify them. You might use the technique I shared above to manage them. You will begin to see things in different ways. This will make you wiser, and many people, including me, find that very attractive. However, the judgment from others often leads us to negative thinking. I know many people have days when they feel down, sad, or even isolate themselves. Dealing with judgment is very important. I have a whole video where I share simple tips to overcome any judgment you face in your life. I will list this video here for you. Alright, that's all for today's video. Leave a like and comment to let me know if you found my video helpful. It would motivate me to share more of this content on my channel. Subscribe to my channel if you like my vibe and enjoy self-development content. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.